Hello everyone, my name is Bergita Verlin and my partners are Justina Sulastrinamul and Yosefa Indriati Indra. We are from English Study Program Grade 2 at Universitas Katolik Indonesia Santo Paulus Ruteng. Today, we want to explain topic about yes-no question and making invitation between Western and Eastern. So, the first chance, I give the time to my friend Yosefa Indriati Indra to explain the first point.
First of all, I want to explain about definition of culture. Culture is the characteristic and knowledge of a particular group of people encompassing language, religion, cuisine, social habits, music, and art. And the second one about differences between Western culture and Asian culture. Eastern and Western culture comparison is a person from the West is more free and flexible to reach decision on his or her own. Unlike what happens in the East, where families make more decisions collectively. Arranged marriage are not a key feature of Western cultures, as love is considered to be the way that people tie the middle knot. And then the differences between Western culture and Eastern culture sometimes make us have culture shock. Culture shock is the multicultural experience by someone when entering a new or foreign culture. Culture shock is the anxiety resulting from losing one's sense or when to do what and how. Culture shock generally refers to adjustment related to entering a new social system where the culture values are completely new foreign to the person's culture background and experience.
The first point is different culture in yes-no question between Eastern and Western. The first one is yes and no carries different meanings across culture. When a Westerner said yes, it can have a very different meaning that a yes said by people from the East. For example, yes. When you ask a Japanese colleague, what do you think of the proposed arrangement? He or she may respond with hi as a yes, I agree. However, the correct meaning is yes, I understand. The meaning gap between yes, I agree and yes, I understand is likely to cause misunderstanding in communication. When a person from the East responds yes to the question, can you give me the report tomorrow? It means that the person promised that he or she will hand in the report tomorrow. However, for Westerner, especially American, the answer sure or yes to the question simply means that the person thinks that it can be done with no promise in any sense. The second point is no. As for no, people from it are more reluctant to say no because they want to save face and avoid rejection and conflict. They often prefer to say nothing or signal disapproval with body language. By contrast, most Westerners often lack the ability to read someone's face, therefore, they tend to prefer simply saying no. Due to difference in showing denial or refusal, people from it may see Westerner is insensitive and rude. On the other hand, Westerners may have difficulties decoding to disapproval things sent by people from the East.
And the last is making invitation. Invitation is an important part of the culture which reflects what people behave and think in social situations and implies relative meaning about communication related to different people. For example, some businessmen will send invitation to their cooperative partners as a friendly and harmonious sign to cooperative in future, but as defiant and aggressive meaning to their rivals. Therefore, if you want to recognize a culture entirely, you should choose to study its invitation as so you can grasp the center of culture quickly. Nevertheless, there are also many differences in how to give an invitation and how to reply to an invitation. In Western country, inviting each other is a social activity aimed at making more friends and getting help from each other when they need someday. As for invitations, it's just like a tool to expand their social intercourse. When English speakers wish to invite relatives, friends, or colleagues to dinner, they may send a formal letter of invitation a week or so advance. The person who has received the invitation expected to indicate definitely whether she or he will attend or not. When you receive an invitation, you don't have to say yes or no immediately, but you should give an answer as soon possible. While in China, invitation often occurs between old friends relative to talk about the past and breathe the chain with each other or renew friendship. For this invitation, people regard invitation as a passionate trait and usually will attend it. But for other invitation like business, politics, people always hold a little negative and unmeaning attitude in formal conference. We hope from this video we understand the different culture, especially in yes no question and making invitation between Western and Eastern. As we know, the different cultures sometimes bring culture shock. So this video gives us to improve our knowledge in culture. Thank you.